What's up? It's purge list time. Purge list lot number 2. So as you can tell, quite a few less knives. We're only going to do five per lot, but I'm probably going to do them spaced a little closer, like get to them a little better. That 10 knives, just getting them all together and doing all that, it's a lot. So I just decided I'm going to do 5 at a time. Try to do them a little more frequent and try to get through all these knives. So here's the other reason: is I'm going to list these 5. I'm going to let them go for maybe a week, and see what interest there is from the channel, like immediately, and then they're all going to get dumped to eBay. I've got an eBay site, and so every knife that doesn't sell through the channel pretty quickly, I'll cross post over to Facebook, and may drop it on a few of the knife for sale sites. But I mean, to be honest, the amount of effort that goes into playing that game and doing all that, I'm just going to take the hit and I'm going to throw them all over to eBay and dump them. So, yeah, so if you've got interest in any of these, let me know, and reach out to me through the channel email, and we'll see what we can do. Get you in a cool knife. So this first one is the Kizer Splinter, and I think that's a Tomcat Designs knife, the Splinter. Anodized titanium, from the factory. Pretty cool. And I believe this is in S35VN. Yeah, there it is. S35VN. Now, I don't have a box for it. I just have a Kizer case, no box. But the blade is factory. It hasn't been sharpened. It hasn't been reprofiled. And it's pretty sticky. Pretty nice. And let's check that action out. I mean, it's just almost like drop shut action. Nice snap coming out. Only the back flipper. Yep. Good ergonomics, nice in hand. It's a confident grip. There's a deep enough cutout here, that you can really dig in and get a grip on this. Pretty nice. The reverse grip. I mean, it's a pretty cool little gentleman's knife, honestly. Like at the office, or, I mean, it could just be a nice little pokey knife. But anyways, titanium, S35VN, no box or paperwork. I'm asking $95 plus shipping for this. And since it's under $100, the shipping should be $5 to $7, depending on where you live. It can impact that, but a fairly small box. And I think that just about anywhere in the country now is within 3-4 days max to get that. So yeah, knife number 1 is the Kizer Splinter, S35VN, titanium. Pretty nice. Scalloped or rocked out scales. I wonder if it'll pick up that. See the pattern in the anodizing? It's got like this gold. They call that something. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. Splinter. Next, I've got a QSP Penguin. And to be honest, there's nothing fancy going on here. This is a bone stock Penguin. It has been sharpened, has been reprofiled. Basically a polished edge on it, and man, is this thing sharp. But it's got that green micarta, really nice kind of pillowy texture to it. Good ergonomics, really locked in. They did a good job of designing this handle with this jimping on the back, so it ends up with good ergonomics. The action on it's good. A couple of shakes, very centered blade. The blade on this one's centered too. I'll show it to you. Before I get too far, let's just show it. Yeah, it's probably important. Like, it's something I'd want to know. So there's the blade centering on this one. Maybe it's just slightly to the show side, just a touch, but I don't know. Maybe it's just centered too. All right. Back to the future. No. Back to the penguin. So, yeah, I mean, a couple of shakes, gets it down. You know, here's another thing. I'm going to try to do these right, but yeah, the lockup on this knife is just solid as a rock. Now, again, you go back and watch a video on most of these. This penguin doesn't have a video. So lockup on it is really solid. I say it doesn't have a video, but maybe it does. Nice snappy action. Thumb stud. Can spidey flick it or thumb flick it. So yeah, if you were ever thinking about getting a penguin, this is a pretty good one. And man, that blade, ooh, is it sharp. Let's check centering. I mean, it looks pretty centered. Yeah. So the penguin, I'm asking $20 for it plus shipping. And same on the shipping. The shipping should be $5 to $7. Next, Sitivien. Got a Sitivien ST-139. It's in 14C28N. It's got this black stonewash, really interesting texture on that G10. So, or not G10, that Micarta. So it's Micarta where then they milled the surface. So it's got an interesting kind of a texture on top of that texture, like they milled the resin. You know, they poured the resin thick on that stuff, and then they milled it. They cross-hatched it. See it? There you can see it. You can see the milling lines running through that. Hear it? Yeah, pretty grippy. Let's check the action on it. Action, blade play, centered. Couple of shakes, nice snappy out. Not much effort, pretty hydraulic to get it closed. Back flipper only. Very snappy detent. What was I gonna do? Blade play. Yeah, so this thing's solid as a rock. Very solid. Yeah, locked up in there real nice. And yeah, that is a sticky, wicked blade going on there. Factory edge. It's never been sharpened. That's the same with that Splinter. It's factory edge on it. Yeah. And so for this one in the 14C, I'm asking $20 for the ST 139. Yeah. $20 plus shipping be the $5 to $7. Okay. Next, got a petrified fish. And like new in box, the Sitivien's like new in box. I believe this had gotten carried a few times. So, I mean, I don't see any wear items on this knife, but I'm not going to say that it's like new in box because this one definitely got in my pocket a few times. I don't think it ever got used, but I'm not saying this one's like new in box. It's used, but I don't see any wear on it. If you need to see more video, really close up on it, I'll be more than happy to do it. This one is, I believe it's on the bottom here. Let's see if we can highlight it. Yeah, it's a PFE 04 in 154 cm steel with olive wood, titanium pocket clip, and a titanium backspacer. Yeah, pretty slick this thing is. And look at the action on that. I mean, the action on this thing, the ability to choke up on this one. Watch this drop shut action. Ooh. Blade centered. And it's got a crown spine on the blade. Really finished well. I believe I can spidey flick this off of the blade. Yeah. And I think I can thumb flick it too. You just got to get low. Oop. And you can get it out there. How about this thing, man? Now, of course, I'm putting fingerprints on it, but Yeah, PFE 04. 154 cm olive wood. It's just beautiful. That olive wood, look at it. Yeah, this thing's cool. Like new in a box, never been carried. Yeah, gorgeous knife. And so, $60 plus shipping for this one. Yep, $60. Pretty nice. And the shipping should be the same. I'm sure it's that $5 to $7. I'm saying $5 to $7, but it's probably $6 and like 61 cents. So, yep. Last, and most certainly not least, is this wee Charith titanium in the Frag, the blue titanium Frag pattern. Yep, factory edge, locked up solid, pretty hydraulic action. It's got a neat little sound that it makes too. Very locked in. Combat jimping. I mean, the jimping on this thing is wonderful. For kind of a refined little gentleman's piece, I don't, the jimping on the back of that spine is so good, man. It really transforms this knife. I mean, you got a pretty good finger guard here, but with that jimping, it creates a confident grip with this little knife. Needle point, very sharp blade. Yeah. Excellent tension on this pocket clip. Like, this is a dryer knife. Wherever you put this, that's where it's going to be when you go looking for it. Yeah, this knife's never been carried. It is number, 74 out of 300 that were made. It's got all the stickers, the cleaning cloth, the certificate, the box, the case. That case is kind of hidden up there. Let's get it down here. It's got the Wii case, so the whole package, everything that comes with it is right here. It's never been carried, factory knife, and I'm asking 170 plus shipping for it. Yeah, so, man, that's the 5. I'm going to post it up on the site, this video, and then there'll be a description down below. If you check in the notes, there'll be a description of each of the knives and the price for them. And then if you'll reach out to me on the channel website, it's discerningman01, discerningman01@gmail.com is the email address to the channel. So, yeah, reach out to me if you're interested in one of these, and we'll work something out, and I'll get it shipped off to you. Through the channel, I'm trying to use Venmo only. So if you can pay me through Venmo, that's fine. But PayPal, friends and family will work as well if we have to go there. But I'd much rather do Venmo. Yeah, so let me know if you got any questions. And, even if you just got thoughts about the knife, good or bad, pop in, say something about it. And I appreciate you watching. And just keep in mind, all of these sales here, none of this is priced or run through the channel to profit. It's just me moving these out so that I can bring the next in. That's the whole purpose of selling these and getting them figured out so that, what I'd like to do is get to the point to where I think where I'd like to take this is that if I do a review on this knife, that in the end, I go, hey, if you're interested in this knife, email me because it's going to be purged. Now obviously the ones that I keep, because even in the midst of it all, every one of these knives I picked out for a reason. It was attractive to me, and so I picked it out. I wanted the knife. But the channel has forced my collection to shift to kind of a different mode. And the mode that it's in now is that I'm really kind of collecting only to bring it in for content, and then I'm moving it out. And it has to move out so that I can move in more. I mean, I don't even want to tell you the investment that I've made this last year, knocking this channel in. So I need to recoup that stake so that I can continue to put new content in. And then ultimately, like I say, if I drop a review, if I don't have plans to keep it in the collection, I'd kind of like to just move it out. Just put it on the list. Worst case, if somebody doesn't bite on the video and say, "Hey, I'd be interested in making you an offer on that knife," um, then within a week of it being on or at least a week of the video dropping, move it onto eBay and flush it out over there. So, anyways, that's what's going on, man. I don't need to take no more time. I appreciate y'all looking. Reach out if you're interested in one of these, and I'll get the next list up pretty soon. Thanks.